feel like I'm really beginning to love this little corner here. So we'll continue on with that. I'm sat here with my tea and my Vegemite toast here this morning, because it's morning here. Quick public service announcement to all those people that I've ever watched trying Vegemite for the first time. You want something like this level of Vegemite on your toast, and definitely with butter, please. This one probably is a little bit too enthusiastic if you're like new to Vegemite. Please don't slather it on like you would with like jam or peanut butter, also like jelly or peanut butter. A little goes a long way, okay? So it's not going to help if you like paint the entire toast like in a thick coating of it. It's really gonna make it worse for you. And this is from someone who grew up eating Vegemite, yeah? Okay, anyway, moving on. It's got nothing to do with the video today. Today what I want to talk about to you is one of the processes or ways in which you can go about manifesting. So this is a law of attraction video. I want to give you practical, concrete ways that you can manifest, and what I want to do is I want to help you build a toolkit for yourself, one that actually works for you. So there will be a lot of different videos that I do on different ways that you can go about it, and some of them you'll probably really vibe with, some of them you'll vibe with depending on your mood levels, so like how high or low your mood is, and some of them just will work for you and some of them you won't be as drawn to. So today I want to talk about the manifestation box, or as Esther and Jerry Hicks call it, the magical creation box. Now this isn't my own concept. I got this from the book Ask and It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks, although of course they talk about it in their other books as well. Using a box to write your wishes in is not something that is like a new concept. So for example, if you're coming from a more religious or like maybe a Christian background, there is like a prayer box. So what you do is you write down your prayers, putting it in a box, and you're basically letting God worry about it. You're sending your prayers and you're letting God look after it, basically. So that is the exact same concept here. It's just the source or the person that you are addressing, or the energy that you're addressing, that changes, like in my mind anyway. And I know I'm going to get comments on this. The idea of the prayer box versus the manifestation box is not an exact match, but the sort of the intentions behind it are very similar. With a prayer box, maybe you are focusing more on outside situations. So you're praying for the health of a family member or a friend, or you're focusing on someone else and asking for something else. But with a manifestation box, it's more important that you are focusing on your own personal desires, because like you're the closest to them. No one else is ever going to be as close as you are to your own personal desires. So I just wanted to like highlight that distinction there, because I know people are going to comment on it. So what you're going to need for this particular process is a box or a jar. So here is my particular box. This was actually my nan's, so I love that I can use this for this particular purpose. I would say, you don't need to get like an ornate box, but maybe don't use a Tupperware container. Please maybe use something a little bit like nicer than that. So something that I haven't actually done in my own box, but is suggested by Esther and Jerry Hicks, is to write on the inside of the box, like on the lid, the underside of the lid, whatever is contained in this box is. And basically all you're going to do, and this is going to depend on what sort of style you want to go with, is you're going to place in the box anything that you would like. So this can be, so for example, I like the idea of having a indoor jungle. So this is just from one of those home and garden magazines. So I'd place this in the box. You can place words in the box. So if you see like a word that you would like to feel or embody, place that in the box. If you would like to write something, you want to focus on the positive, like I am healthy, I am well, I am XYZ, whatever it is. You can place anything within the box that works for you. If you're artistic, maybe you want to draw the outcome or paint the outcome that you want and place it in the box. Totally fine. Use magazines, found images, sourced from everywhere. You will find images. You could print out images from Pinterest and put them in there if you're not finding things, you know, like if a home and garden magazine is definitely not for you and the magazine that you need the images for you just can't find, print things out from Pinterest and put them in there. And you know, you can also, the sky's the limit here with what you want to place in the box. So for example, if we're running with my, you know, my house is a jungle, there's heaps of plants inside, get like a little Lego piece of like trees or like the flowers and put them in there as well. So it really doesn't have to just be like images. It's up to your imagination and how creative you want to like get with it. But you know what, if you're not in that place where you want to be like creative with it, you can just write pieces of paper. You can write on pieces of paper and fold them up and put them in there, and that's totally fine. The intention behind it is the most important thing. As you are writing or sourcing these images, really hold a vision in your mind of you having that thing and how you're feeling. More importantly, how you are feeling being that thing or having that thing. So holding on to that feeling as you pop it into the box as well. And then just feeling like just releasing it, knowing that it's been taken care of, because whatever is contained in the box is. So this is also an excellent process if you struggle with visualization as well, because generally you'll have like an image in front of you and going to kickstart that visioning in your mind. So having the thing in front of you, having it like a physical item is definitely going to help, because you can sort of put your energy and your emotions into that. So that's why I would say, while it is possible to have a digital manifestation box, so for example, everyone here is probably thinking of Pinterest, you can do it, but just the level of energy that you put into it, I think really is important. It really doesn't take a lot of effort to just click and pin something on one of your boards, whereas if you have to spend the time cutting the image out or finding the image, or you know, being delighted because you've found this particular thing to put in your box, the energy is really different. You're a lot more connected to it. So that's why I would say that if at all possible, I would do this physically. I wouldn't do this from a digital perspective. So the idea behind this box is that you are asking, every time you are like clipping something out or putting an image in there or putting a figurine or whatever in there, a painting, a drawing, you're asking for that thing. What I'd recommend doing is basically just popping things in the box and not really thinking about them again. Don't sort of open it every night and fish through it and see what you've put in there and, you know, sit there and think, oh, okay, well, I haven't seen this come up yet or anything. The idea is really just to pop things in the box and just sort of like forget about them, put them to the back of your mind, because you know that you've asked for it. But another really good benefit of doing this particular practice or this particular thing is you're going to start noticing when you're thinking about stuff you don't want, because obviously you're starting to train your mind to notice and to pick up things that you do want. So when you do have a thought that you're like, oh, I really don't want this to happen, it'll start to help you catch that thought and go, hang on, no, I'm going to reverse that and I'm going to change it into a statement of what I do want. So it's really going to help you catch and notice those thoughts as well. So that's another really good positive of using this particular box. You don't need to sit down and be cutting things out every day, or you know, finding new things for it every day. Just do it when you feel inspired to do it. So one thing I would definitely say is, if you are not in the mood to do this, but you've potentially saved up a bunch of images and you want to cut them out, or you want to do something and you've saved them all up but you're not in the mood, don't do it. Just walk away. Do it another time, because the whole point of this is to do it when you're in like a happy mood, a sort of a more positive mood, when you're feeling inspired, when you're feeling excited. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be you going, oh, I'd like this and I'd like that, and this is cool, and how pretty is that? That's awesome. So that is the whole point behind it. If you are feeling like it's a chore, if you have saved up like, you know, this many like clippings that you intend to go through, and like you're thinking, I don't want to do this, then don't do it, because you are not in the right frame of mind. You are not setting off the right emotions to be doing that. And really at the end of the day, just have fun with it. It's supposed to just be a fun exercise, a fun process, a fun way of really focusing your intention and focusing your desire on a specific thing by having a particular image or representation of it. So that's really what it's all about. Go out there and find yourself a container or a box or a jar and start manifesting. Start asking like for the things that you want. So I hope you found this video useful and interesting. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. It tells me that you want to see more things like this. And please consider subscribing for videos on the law of attraction and spirituality in general. That's it from me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.